Esteban, after the success in Monaco, another great start to a weekend here. Talk us through the day.
Yeah, it's been a good day, so far. I think we were quite competitive in both sessions on short runs, which has been quite nice. But it's tomorrow that it matters, and we still have plenty of work to do on long run pace and trying to get the car where we want exactly. We know where to improve it. We've done a good step from P1, P2. But yeah, there's still a few tricky bits that we need to get right. So if we know what to do, hopefully we can do it tomorrow.
Incredibly close in FP2, almost everyone within a second of Verstappen. How close will quali be?
Yeah, it's going to be super close, that's for sure. I mean, 3/10 I think is about 10 places. So it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome to see that the field is getting so close since a couple of races, and that means that the guy can do the difference, the driver can do the difference, and I hope it's going to be a similar thing in quali, and yeah, I hope that we can have a chance, obviously, of fighting near the front.
Has this pace potential always been in the car, or has it been since the upgrades that we didn't maybe see the best of in Baku and through Miami?
Yeah, we will see. I think so far the car has felt more alive since Monaco. So since we have bring the updates, I think it's been awesome. That the team kept pushing like that and kept pushing very aggressively into developments, and visually you can see how aggressive it is. But it's been only Friday on a normal track. It's tomorrow really that it counts, and it's tomorrow that we are going to see where we are exactly.
What are you working on overnight?
Overnight on all the details, really, on being having a nice acceleration with the engine, coming out of corners, working on the brake balance corner by corner, working on the setup, the aero balance, mechanical balance in every corners. So it's a lot about going through the details, trying to optimize the car as much as you can through the lap, and that's when we have the most time to do it.
It seemed like a bit of a struggle for you and your teammate out there today. Just talk us through your day.
Yeah, just missing a little bit of pace. Personally, I feel like, in a pretty good place, to be honest. I feel like I'm getting almost everything out of it. A little bit more to find, but generally, car's in a pretty good window. Just need to try and get a bit more out of it.
And obviously, this is your, I think, 7th race in Formula One. How are you finding everything so far? You're at a track you know pretty well, so how are things going for you at the moment?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's good to be back to, as you said, a track that I know very well. Just missing a little bit, but we're thereabouts. Small margins, fine details. That's what it's all about in F1. But no, it's going good, and I'm enjoying it.
Good. As we both said, you know this track very well. What have you made of the new final sector, the new final corner? How is it driving out there?
Yeah, it's tricky. The last two corners, well, the last corner in particular it's pretty loose now compared to before. But no, it makes it more fun. I think we'll see how it affects racing on Sunday. I'm not sure what it's going to do, but from a driving standpoint, it's pretty fun.
Lance, it's the first day on track here in Spain, and you've had some new upgrades too. Can you talk us through the package?
Yeah, it was a bit of a tough day for us. Not really fast, so we got to look at what we can do for tomorrow.
And do you think you'll still be working on those upgrades overnight? Could it help you find some pace in qualifying?
Yeah, for sure. I think we got a lot to look into.
And what do you think of the new track layout here?
Yeah, it's a little more exciting probably, just more grips, so yeah, it's cool.
Back in Barcelona, new upgrades on the car and some test tires. Did it feel a little bit like a test out there today?
Yeah, it always does. Barcelona, we're trying a lot of stuff here because it's always the most representative track throughout the season. That really puts all together, the whole season together. So yeah, that was a good day. I think plenty of information for us.
How do you define the new variation on the last two corners there? It's fast. How hard is it on the neck physically and on the car? Is it stable?
Yeah, it's quite tough in the neck, but obviously it was a very short day. I think we will see on Sunday few people resting their necks around because it gets a little bit trickier. But all in all, I think plenty of positives to take from the day. But we gotta pull a gear, I think in quali and try to understand the tires as well for the long run will be key for Sunday.
Seemed like a bit of a struggle for you guys out there today. How do you reflect on the day?
Obviously we want more, but actually I do think we're kind of where we are. The car doesn't feel terrible. It doesn't feel out of place. There's not a major thing that we need to fix. It's just, I think others have been bringing upgrades and we're just falling away a little bit. We knew this track was going to be difficult. It never does normally suit us. But that's not to say we can't find a few more tenths, and hopefully we can do a bit with the driving, do a bit with the setup, and if it stays cooler, I think it will help us as well, just because we slide around a little bit more. But
Yeah, I'm obviously talking about finding a few more tenths. Like, just take us behind the scenes, take us into the debrief, behind the cockpit. What is it that you can do that, behind for this car to just get those extra bit of tenths you need, basically, to climb up?
Yeah, I mean, we're in the debrief right now, but basically it's pretty simple. It's just finding where the limitations of the car are. Where do we feel the car's holding us back? Where do we feel we need to improve? Is it actually possible to fix some issues? Characteristics of the car, are they ingrained? Are they actually fixable? It's always a trade. You can make a couple of corners a bit better, but you'll make some worse. Is that the overall better for the lap time? Is it better for the tyre degradation? Is it better for the race on Sunday? A lot of the times they go against each other, so it's not that clear. And of course, on driving it's quite easy. You look at data, but on setup, it's a bit more to it.
Yeah. And finally, the new final sector, the new last corner. What did you make of it?
Good. Yeah, it's nice. It's I find it a little bit more physical on the neck, which is always a bit of fun. But I feel like I haven't raced too much, been behind other cars, but I think for the race it should be better. It feels already a little bit better.